National Football League.
On the visitors' sideline, it is Lions head coach Dan Campbell. His squad is 2-3 here in the early part of the season. On the other side, Chiefs head coach Andy Reid. His guys come in off what he described as a strong week of practice, looking to put one in the win column in front of these home fans. Game time is here. Glad you're with us. Mike Tirico along with Greg Olson. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. Here's Smith to return it, and he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. So here come the Chiefs, and that means the three-time Super Bowl MVP, twice the league MVP. Almost hard to believe, Greg, it's season 9 for Patrick Mahomes.
One thing about this guy that's pretty clear, Mike, is there's not a whole lot that rattles him. He does a good job staying even-keeled. You don't know if he just threw a pick or if he just led his team to a touchdown drive, and that was kind of the case last week. He didn't let it snowball into a bunch of back-breaking mistakes. He shook it off and kept playing. Now, can he keep that mentality as the rest of the year unfolds? And if he does, he's going to give his team a chance every single week.
From the 31, here is 2nd and 5. He'll try and run right on the option. And he's going to get first down, taking this one up past the 40-yard line.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. 12 more yards from him there, and another first down. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Now the former Russian champ, it's Kareem Hunt. And a determined run there inside the 40. It's a gain of 9 yards.
Really nice job by the interior of this offensive line. It typically just takes one guy to distort the defense to give the back enough room to operate, and that's exactly what they did here, and it led to a big gain.
Now Mahomes gives it to Pacheco. He'll take this for a couple, but the official signal, he has enough. First down.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on 2nd down, knowing they had 3rd and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the first down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
He'll burrow his way forward for a couple. Big lineman Aleem McNeil ends the play there. From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd down and 7. On the carry, it's Pacheco.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
Play 8 of the opening drive coming up, and now they face 3rd down. Here's a run with Hunt. This will not do the trick. They've stopped him behind the line. 4th down coming up.
This is one of those down and distances where the offense really could either run or pass, but give credit to the defense. They sold out to stop the run, and boy, were they right. They take them down for a loss.
On fourth down, Super Bowl champ Harrison Butker now for the Chiefs. This will be a 46-yard attempt. He has to drive this through the rain, but he does. The kick is good. And the Chiefs will take a 3-0 lead.
And that's a good drive right out of the gate. They're able to make some plays, move the ball down the field. I know they didn't get a touchdown, but that is a good, positive result.
Now return coming from the 7. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. So the Lions come out, and they are led again by Jared Goff. Already year 10 in the league, and half of those 10 with the Lions. Remember, took the Rams to a Super Bowl as well. What a year last year, Greg. Second in passing yards in the NFL.
Well, we had a chance to meet with him earlier in the week, and as you could probably expect, Mike, he wasn't exactly thrilled when we brought up last week's 4-interception performance. It was still bothering him. He's still trying to move from it, and I think that's the point. The ability to move on from bad games, that's really a testament to playing quarterback in the NFL. You're going to have some struggles, but if those struggles carry over into the next week's game, now we've got a problem.
First carry for David Montgomery. And he's going to be taken down at the 37. A gain there of 10 yards. Good for a Lions first down.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground. And tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass. And if they can continue to generate these big explosive runs, I don't think they need to go away from it.
This one complete to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. From the 43, it's 2nd and 3. Goff with the give to Montgomery. And he'll take this to about the 46-yard line. Drew Tranquil up to make the tackle.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
3rd and a yard. From the gun, it's Goff. Over the middle, he's got St. Brown. And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going.
When you decide to throw the ball on 3rd and 1, typically, Mike, what you're doing is you start from the top down. If you have the big shot downfield, take it. If not, the quarterback works through his progression, finds the medium target, picks up a first down.
Straight ahead, it's Montgomery. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. A pickup of 12 yards. First down, Detroit.
It's not just the blockers creating yards for him out there. He created most of that yardage on his own, shrugging off the initial tackle attempt and continuing to rumble downfield.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Here now, a toss to Montgomery. And this time, they are ready for him. Thrown for a loss. And it's 2nd down.
I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant. And once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14. Now Goff. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up third down. Now a stoppage, we have an injured Lion. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. Third and long. Now, Goff. He connects with St. Brown. And they were hoping for a little more on that one. Brought down well short of the first. It'll bring up fourth down.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem. And that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. On the sideline, the unmistakable Andy Reid as the Chiefs take the field once more. They've been one of the better teams running the football all year, evidenced by the ease with which they ran it on that prior drive. First down throw, Mahomes got a man. That's Rashee Rice. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. The quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
On second down, option going left. And this defense not fooled by the option. They stick with the running back, and they get him down for no gain.
You could tell the entire time that running back is just looking for his crease to get vertical and cut back. But the defense does a great job. Inside-out pursuit, strings this ball out towards the sideline. Nowhere to go, and they make a big stop for no gain.
Now, a carry for Hunt. And he's going to be brought down right on that yellow line with the official signal. He's got enough for the first down.
And it looked at first like that opening was going to close up on him, didn't it, Mike? I mean, really nice job there by the back. Patient and quickness, kind of all at the same time to find that hole. And he's able to get through to keep this drive alive.
Line of scrimmage is the 31 as they line up first and 10. Throwing is Mahomes. Oh, a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass you say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up second down.
And it was really the pressure that threw that play off, Mike. I mean, he tries to counter the blitz by going to the quick game, which is fine, but it just seemed like they weren't necessarily on the same page and results in a drop.
Mahomes now to throw on second down. Working the right side, taken in by Rice. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. Well, they hook up again, second time on this drive, and this one's good for 18 yards and a first down.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot. And he has to run all the way across the field to the right third. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front.
They'll run it straight ahead with Pacheco. And he'll get it back to midfield. That's it. No gain on the play.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest. Of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick to the left side in the hands of Rice. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
He'll try and run it here with Pacheco. Trying to drive his way forward. I'm not sure he got there. Going to depend on the mark, but yeah, he's short. Short, and it's 4th down.
So it's a pretty manageable 3rd down, so they really have the option to run or pass, so they decide to keep the ball on the ground, which I don't mind as long as you've made the decision already that you're willing to use 4th down to pick up the rest of the yards. If not, I think that's a big mistake.
Didn't get the hop he was hoping for. It bounds into the end zone, and it's a touchback. So Jared Goff and the Lions offense getting set for this next drive. And he's an early front runner for MVP of the NFL. It's the first half of the season, but as you can see, he's already leading the league in passing yardage. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Goff. He'll let this one go long for Williams. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
I've been around certain quarterbacks, Mike, that loved throwing the ball in the rain, and other quarterbacks who were very uncomfortable. It looks like this one kind of got out of his hand, a little wonky, and that ball gets away from you just enough. It's going to end up falling into the wrong hands and go the other way.
On the sideline, the unmistakable Andy Reid as the Chiefs take the field once more. They've got the lead, and they'll set forth trying to build on it. They're going to do that with excellent field position. Mahomes from out of the pistol. He'll throw. That's over the middle and caught by Rice. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. 4 catches already in this opening quarter, off to a hot start as he picks up the first down. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. They go right back to Rice. He's got it again. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
No dice there. He is met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
Trying to catch the defense off guard with this designed quarterback run. Doesn't go down for a sack, but either way, defense was ready for it, able to bring the quarterback down for a loss.
Third down and 9. Now, Mahomes. That's to Kelsey on the tight end screen. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. And now they got a 4th down decision to make. Anytime you find yourself kicking in these elements, Mike, you just can't take anything for granted, especially when it comes to your plant foot, your balance, your control, your footing. It's so important, and give credit. He does a great job here, able to put that one through.
Malik Raymond to return it. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. Dan Campbell there, the Lions head coach, as his guys head back out for their next possession. This unit hasn't been at their best early on. Punt followed by an interception on their first two drives. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. On the ground, Montgomery to start the drive. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. From the 22 now, here's 2nd down and 9. Goff to throw. Pass completed is St. Brown. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. So we are through 1 here on Sunday Night Primetime. It's the Chiefs on top. We'll be back in Kansas City after this. Lions ball to begin the 2nd quarter as they come up to face 3rd and 5. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. He'll get this one complete to St. Brown.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
He's taken down, but just shy of midfield. 14 on the pickup. Good for a Lions 1st down.
Well, this is something we don't see every day, Mike. A team playing with a traditional I formation fullback. It's kind of a lost art in today's modern game, but in this case, highly effective. Great job by the fullback clearing out the path for his running back, and they're able to pick up the 1st down.
And he maneuvers his way forward, a gain of 6. Now, after the play, looks like we have an injury for one of the Chiefs. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 3. One more time for Montgomery.
All the qualities that make a good safety are seen on display on this play. Speed, pursuit, and then the intensity and the strength at the point of contact for the tackle to keep this ball carrier to no gain. That is a complete safety play.
Third down and 3. On play action, Goff. That one on target to Williams. He's got it. A pickup there of 25 yards. 1st down, Detroit.
Detroit Lions, 1st down. It's a gain of 25 yards.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation. And that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
A run up the gut with Montgomery. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's second down. Off the play fake, here's Goff. That's taken in by Khalif Raymond. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Good drive to this point. Now can you convert on 3rd and 3? Here's Goff. And he doesn't put it away, and the ball is out. That's picked up by the Chiefs. Accelerating toward midfield. To the 20. And he returns this all the way. Touchdown, KC. Greg, what a terrible play for the offense. You're trying to gain some momentum. Here you not only lose the handle of the ball, you hand the defense 6 points.
And, Mike, how often do we see that when a player loses the ball, his confidence is not far behind? And I think in this case, that's where the coaching comes in. Put your arm around him. Hey, we're giving you the ball in this next possession. We believe in you. They've got to get this player back into the flow of the game after that back-breaking turnover that led to the defensive touchdown.
The extra point by Butker is good. And the Chiefs extend their advantage to 13-0. So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. Raymond now to return it. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. So Jared Goff and the Lions offense getting set for this next drive. He's putting together a very strong first half of the season. Currently the NFL leader in touchdown passes. Goff to throw on first down. It is caught left side by St. Brown. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. Catch number 7 so far in this one. And a first down.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice first down pickup.
Here's a handoff to Montgomery. He's beyond midfield to the 45. And he's going to be brought down, but not until he gets inside the 35. And another first down, and another big gainer. This time 23 yards.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
They'll stay on the ground. Again, Montgomery. And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's second down.
Well, as been the case this entire first half, it's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. Throwing here is Goff. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15. First time he's caught a ball here tonight, and it is good for a first down.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
They can still get a first down at the 1. First and 10, they go from the 11. They'll run to the right with Montgomery. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings him down for a loss.
On second down, Goff. That's a short one caught by Laporta. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
Trying to keep a drive alive, going to have to convert on third and 9. We'll go play action with Goff. And he's going to be dropped. They get to him back at the 15-yard line.
And that's a big-time play. It felt like they really needed it, Mike. That was a drive where the offense seemed to be in complete control. Anytime on the defense where you find yourself on your heels, you're giving up big plays, you're giving up fresh set of downs, you need a spark. You need something to change the momentum of the drive, and we'll see if that was it right there.
On fourth down, that brings Jake Bates out for the Lions field goal. No issues there. This one is good. And the Lions are on the board now here in this second quarter.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
Here's Smith to return it. And he will get back to only about his 20-yard line. That's where the drive will start. So here comes the KC offense set to take over once more. Their lead is 10. They go back to work, trying to add to it. It begins with first down. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. And they're going to mark him down up past the 35. Terrific starter there. Gain of 15 and a first down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get him the ball, pick up the first down.
And, oh, they smack him down there. Big hit right at the line. No gain. He'll try again here. Second and 10. Throwing now. Mahomes. That's hot. It's Xavier Worthy. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. First time they've looked his way tonight. Good time to do it. It's a first down. A give here to Pacheco. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
Great job here by this linebacker, Mike. There was no reading and reacting. From the snap, he was attacking. Meets the ball carrier right at the line of scrimmage. No gain.
Second and 10. To throw is Mahomes. He'll get that one complete to Rice. And he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 4, but now it's third down.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. And this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
The future Hall of Famers connect. Mahomes to Kelsey one more time for a Chiefs first down.
I know, I'm biased. But listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this, than on third down or critical moments. That's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed, the matchup problems that he creates. If I was in a critical situation, there is no doubt where I'm going with that.
And he'll move this ahead for about 4 yards. DJ Reed brings him down. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Patrick to throw. Short throw, caught by the tight end, Gray. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down. A run up the middle with Pacheco. First down and more inside the 15. And he'll take this one in. Isaiah Pacheco. Touchdown, Kansas City. That is first touchdown this year.
You just don't see these kind of holes too often at this NFL level, Mike. And you can see once he got the ball, the clear line to the end zone, he doesn't get touched. And an unfortunate defensive breakdown here ends up costing him 6 points.
Butker now to add the PAT. No problem with the footing. The kick is good. And the Chiefs add on one more as they extend their 2nd quarter lead. So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. This will be returned from the 6. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 17. That's Amon-Ra St. Brown and the rest of the Detroit offense panning out for their next possession. And seemingly every time they've looked his way in the first half, it's resulted in a big play that is borne out by those eye-popping numbers. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He'll let this one go long for Williams. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm. And as of right now, they find themselves trailing at the moment, but it's certainly not because of the ground game. I mean, he's averaging over 4 yards per carry. Just hasn't been enough to overcome some of their shortcomings elsewhere.
3rd down, they need 5. From the gun, it's Goff. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there. Make things difficult defensively. It sets up 4th down.
And that's exactly how you teach it. They want these defenders to time the hit. That right when the ball gets there, you separate the receiver from the ball. And those are the ones on offense, man. You just have to make that catch, Mike. I know it's easier said than done, but you know the hit's coming. You've got to squeeze that thing, brace for impact, and make that play for your offense.
On the sideline, the unmistakable Andy Reid as the Chiefs take the field once more. They'll have a short field in front of them as they try to extend this lead out further. On first down, it's Mahomes. The ball comes out. And the Lions have come up with the football.
That was a great play by the defense, Mike. He got a little sloppy with ball security as he leaves the pocket. They're able to knock it loose and put an end to this drive.
Dan Campbell there, the Lions head coach, as his guys head back out for their next possession. They'll begin with great field position, a short field, in fact, as they start with a first down. Goff to throw. This one popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Trent McDuffie. And the Chiefs are going to take possession here at their own 33.
All right, Mike, at this point, am I allowed to call timeout? Because I would love to talk to both of these offenses. Listen, guys, ball security. Protecting the ball is the #1 rule in football. You got one side losing it on a fumble. The other side gives it right back with a pick. I mean, come on, guys. As an offensive guy, I want to see big plays. I want to see long drives, touchdowns. Not a game of hot potato bouncing the ball back and forth.
A first down throw for Mahomes. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 40-yard line. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
This is quarterback play at its finest, is understanding and identifying the blitz before the ball is snapped. That's what allows him to get the ball out of his hand so quickly, throws it to his hot receiver in the flat, and he does the rest.
And in motion is Brown. First down throw, Mahomes. That's tipped and intercepted. It's the linebacker, Jack Campbell.
And Mike, and as bad as things seem, especially after that last play, the key to playing quarterback in this league, if you're going to allow bad plays to lead to more bad plays, you're not going to last very long. So it's the value of, hey, can you win the next play? And then the play after that. Those are the guys that really make it in this league, and we're going to get a good test of it right here.
Now Jake Bates on for the extra point. His kick is good, and the Lions are able to cut the deficit to 10. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Chiefs and their running back, Isaiah Pacheco, head out for their next drive. Going to be looking to possibly push this to a 3-score advantage. Work to do on this drive. 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. He's across midfield. And they're going to have this all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Mahomes connects with Kelsey for a big one. 45 yards.
This defense just gets punched in the mouth on that one, Mike, and it just seemed from up here that not everyone on defense was on the same page, and the offense was able to take advantage of it. The defense has to clean things up here in a hurry, because if they don't, They could be in for a long day.
And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming, and he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
On second down, Mahomes. Throw left side is taken in by the tight end, Kelsey. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot. Now the Chiefs going to call the first of their timeouts. Clock stops with a little under a minute to go in this second quarter. You don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. On the ground, this is Hunt. And he will have the Chiefs first down. At least it appears that way. Didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1.
I know it's early in this game, but in my mind, that's 4-down territory, and certainly now the coach doesn't have to make that decision. He keeps it on the ground on 3rd and short, gets a fresh set of downs, and now they got to see if they can come away with some points.
And he is out of bounds at the 2-yard line. That is a gain of 15, and now it's 1st and goal.
A chance here for this back to really show his speed. He saw the room on the perimeter, and he was able to get around the edge. Thought he was going to get right to the pylon. Comes up just short, down near the goal line.
No chance at all. He'll go down. And now a timeout. 7 seconds left in this first half. Now from the 9, it'll be 2nd and goal. They put Kelsey in motion. Mahomes now on 2nd down. He'll step, and he will get into the end zone. Patrick Mahomes. Touchdown, Chiefs. His 2nd rushing touchdown of the year.
You know, we spent so much time talking about the heroics of a game-winning drive to end the 4th quarter in 2-minute mode. Now let's talk about a 2-minute mode, Mike, at the end of the first half. It might not be in walk-off fashion, but I'll tell you what, executing that here, going into halftime, changes this entire game.
Butker's extra point is good, and the Chiefs are able to extend the lead. 3 seconds, all that remain in this first half, as that one's away. Raymond now to return it. And he's going to be taken down. That is going to do it for us in this first half.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. As this Sunday's action is coming to a close, big day of football we had today. Here we go. Our trip around the NFL starts now at Lambeau Field in Green Bay. The Packers at home to take on the Bengals. And it's Jordan Love hooking up with his first-round pick, Matthew Golden. 16 yards on the touchdown pass. The Packers get the victory here. They win it by 10. Next up, how about a trip to Vegas, everybody? Checking in on the Raiders as they host the Tennessee Titans. And it's the rookie, the #1 pick in the draft, Cam Ward. One of his 2 rushing touchdowns on the afternoon. The Titans get just their 2nd win of the season. They improve to 2-4. Lastly, we go to Indianapolis. It's the Colts hosting the Arizona Cardinals. And this is Jonathan Taylor. He's going to take it in, 18 yards away. It's a touchdown. The Colts improve to 6-0. They keep rolling with another victory. With that, a look at the rest of the scores from Week 6 with Houston and Minnesota, the two teams on the bye. Meanwhile, in our game, it was a competitive, hard-hitting first half. We expect more of the same going forward as we send you back out to our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. Raymond now to return it. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. So Jared Goff and the Lions offense getting set for this next drive. And he has been a tough guy to contain all season long, as reflected in those numbers that you see there. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. To throw is Goff. On the right side, that's St. Brown. He's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down.
Just a really good play design that time, Mike, from the offensive coordinator. They match up one of the most explosive playmakers in the NFL with a hook curl defender, and he's just not able to match up with one of the best route runners in the league.
Second down, Montgomery. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
And just like that, you go from 2nd and inches, where you think it's pretty much a given that you're going to move the chains, to now finding yourself in 3rd and 2 or 3. Great job by that defense. This completely changes this possession.
On play action, Goff. That's 3. 3rd time tonight he's been intercepted. Picked off by their rookie corner.
And while he's still a rookie and he's going to have his ups and downs, this is the player they thought they were getting when they selected him in this previous year's draft. I mean, he looked almost like a savvy veteran there, baiting that quarterback into that throw. He had great anticipation. He was on time in his drive. And then he plucks that ball out of the air, and he almost looks like a wide receiver.
On the sideline, the unmistakable Andy Reid as the Chiefs take the field once more. You see how the turnover differential has worked in their favor this year. To try to get another possession now and build on this lead. The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 9. To throw is Mahomes. Now they'll set up the screen for Hunt. And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line. Give him 13 on that screen play. And a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Mahomes fakes the give and keeps it himself. Probably should have given that one up. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all. From the 24 now, here's 2nd down.
At the 24-yard line.
Now Mahomes gives it to Pacheco. Now Pacheco loses the football. The Lions have got it.
And with all this talk about ball security, I can tell you firsthand, Mike, a lot of it just becomes mental. It's like the more you think about it, the more you stress it in practice, it almost gets worse. It's one of those things that when it starts to spiral, it's just hard to pull yourself out.
Dan Campbell there, the Lions head coach, as his guys head back out for their next possession. The deficit is 17, so they got to start cutting into it soon. See if it starts here. 1st and 10. And remember now, all turnovers have to be verified by a replay, so they might be taking a look at this one. At issue was the knee, or any other body part except the hand, down before the ball comes loose. And are the visuals convincing enough to overturn the call on the field?
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. 3rd down and 9. Throwing from the gun. Here's Packer. That is caught. He gets the hook up with Rice. Catch number 7 so far in this one. And a 1st down.
Let's give some credit to this offensive line. Once they identified the blitz, you could see them communicating with one another to make sure everybody is on the same page. And that's what gave the quarterback enough time and found the open man.
And he'll be forced out of bounds just a couple of yards short of a 1st down. That's a pickup of 8. Looks to be an injured player, and oh no, it's Travis Kelce who is being looked at. The training staff going to look and will step out for a moment. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Here's a run with Hunt. Good blocking, and he's in. Touchdown, KC. That's the 5th touchdown for him on the year. Greg, nothing changed at halftime. They come right out to start this 3rd quarter and pick up where they left off.
Well, I think this defensive coordinator is going to think back to his halftime speech, Mike, because whatever adjustments he thought they made, it obviously didn't resonate. What we saw happen in the 1st half, they picked right back up here to start the 3rd quarter, and at this point, the offense has hit its stride, and they continue to pull away.
And Butker on for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Chiefs will extend this 3rd quarter lead. So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. This one taken at the 7. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Lions offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And as you take a look at the numbers, you have to imagine he was the top conversation in that locker room at halftime. They got to find a way to slow him down. Nothing they've done has worked so far. So they start this on the ground with Montgomery. Running room hard to come by as he'll get ahead for a yard. Chris Jones, the All-Pro, there on the tackle. From the 31, here's 2nd and 9. Off the play fake, here's Goff. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. He has been busy. 9 receptions on the game in that one. A 1st down.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Here's Goff. That one thrown behind his target, and it'll be incomplete. The tight end, Sam Laporta, the intended receiver. 3rd down coming up.
The biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
Now a stoppage, we have an injured Lion. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. On the ground to start the drive with Pacheco. Now trying to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Throwing is Mahomes. This one brought in by Brown. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
Got to get it to the 30. Here comes 3rd down. He'll get that complete to Isaiah Pacheco. And he'll be stopped short of a 1st down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
Even though they gave up that last completion, Mike, that's a really good drive there for this defense. I mean, from the beginning, on those early downs, keeping them from staying ahead of the chains, put them in a tough 3rd down situation, and now it brings up 4th down, and looks like they're going to get off the field.
That's Amon-Ra St. Brown and the rest of the Detroit offense heading out for their next possession. And he was unguardable in the 1st half. You see the numbers as they try to add to those here in the 3rd quarter. On 1st down, it's gone. Into the hands of Brock Wright. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. That's the way to get started. A pickup of 17 and a very quick 1st down.
It's a gain of 17 yards. 1st down, Lions.
Off to throw on 1st down. That's the 4th time tonight he's been intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Chiefs have excellent field position as they take over right at midfield.
And we've seen this throughout the entire game, like these receivers are having a hard time uncovering against this secondary. You force a quarterback to throw into a lot of tightly contested windows, it's going to end up in the wrong hands.
On the sideline, the unmistakable Andy Reid as the Chiefs take the field once more. They'll start with great field position, right at midfield with a first down. A handoff to Pacheco, and he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd down and 9. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. A short throw taken in by Kelsey. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. 6 catches for him in the ball game now. And this one's good for a first down.
Now, this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Now a stoppage, we have an injured Lion. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. They go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with their fullback. We'll get this right to the 20-yard line. Malcolm Rodriguez in for the tackle.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7. They'll run it straight ahead with Pacheco. And he will get forward for about 5 yards. That sets up 3rd down.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense. And right now, it's one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
They'll try and run it here with Pacheco. And the Chiefs going to be set up with 1st and goal. They're able to convert on that 3rd and 3.
Nice run right there. You get down here into the red zone area, Mike, and yards are hard to come by. He's able to stick his head in there and sets him up for 1st and goal.
They'll have to go the full 10 yards. It's 1st and goal. Now, Mahomes. That's dropped off for Pacheco. And they'll get this down to the 3, but no further. It'll be 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
Gray is the motion man here. This defense backed up, but they bring the fire there. Stop him before he can get past the 3-yard line. Looks to be an injured player, and oh no, it's Travis Kelce who is being looked at. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. We'll line up at the 3-yard line again. They'll try to punch it in on 3rd and goal. Here's Mahomes. They'll set up the screen to Pacheco. And he's trying to get to the marker, but he's not going to get there. About a yard short. Now, what do you do on 4th and 1?
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times. And then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get 1 more yard?
And this will pay off. It is caught. Hollywood Brown. Touchdown, Kansas City. It's his 3rd touchdown catch this year. Tight spaces down there. Things happen quick. Greg, a quick decision and great execution for the score.
You're exactly right, Mike. Down here this close to the goal line, everybody's clock has to speed up. Not only the quarterback processing to get the ball out of his hand, but you have to win as a receiver quickly and give the quarterback somewhere to go with the ball. It was that quickness at the line of scrimmage that led to that touchdown.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. Raymond now to return it. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Dan Campbell there, the Lions head coach, as his guys head back out for their next possession. They're in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's G.O.A.T. This pass complete to Raymond. And a big strike for good yardage there all the way up to midfield. Terrific start to this drive. Gain of 23 and a first down.
And up until this point, we haven't seen a lot go their way, but here in the third quarter, they're starting to find some plays. They're starting to get some opportunities. Just got to ask yourself if it's too little, too late.
Goff's going to throw here on 1st and 10. He finds Raymond for the completion. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. From the 46, here's 2nd and 6. Out of the shotgun, it's G.O.A.T. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose, and it's going to force 3rd down.
And this is really just more of the same that we saw in the first half. They have made it a huge struggle in the passing game. I mean, just no easy completions, no open space. Every single ball has been contested, and they've done a great job all day.
Here comes 3rd and 6. And some problems communicating on 3rd down, and that's going to be a delay.
Still 3rd down.
So after the 5 yards are walked off, they face 3rd and long. Now, G.O.A.T. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, you're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
The punter remains on the sideline. They're going to line up and go for it on 4th down. He's going to let this one go for Raymond. That's going to be incomplete. They felt compelled to go for it on 4th and long. That was a big ask, and the defense turns them away.
Yeah, in this game, Mike, it's just gotten away from them here in the third quarter. They're pretty much forced every possession. They're going to have to go for it and really press the issue, and I'm not even sure if that's going to be enough to get them back into this one.
Patrick Mahomes going to lead the KC offense back out for this next drive. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now, they're going to try to keep it going. Mahomes going to fire quickly to Worthy. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. And the Chiefs have a first down.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Mahomes from out of the pistol. He'll throw to the left side in the hands of Rice. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
Well, so often we see quarterbacks standing in the pocket, holding it, seeing if they can create something downfield. Well, not that play. That play was simple. Snap the ball to the quarterback, spit it out into the hands of your receiver, and let's see what he can do.
And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. A gain of 11 on that one. Good for a Chiefs first down.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
Here's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple, and it sets up third down. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. Third and 6. Mahomes back. And that is incomplete. Contact occurred just as the ball was arriving. There are no flags. It's 4th down.
And on 3rd down, what they're trying to do, Mike, is just get the ball out of his hands quickly and into the hands of one of his playmakers, but he just doesn't focus through the catch. Lapse of concentration, ends up in a drop, and falls incomplete. It's always a little bit of a letdown. You find yourself deep in the red zone, and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
After the made field goal, Butker back on the field to send this one away. He'll start at the 4. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin. Dan Campbell there, the Lions head coach, as his guys head back out for their next possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Here's Goff. Oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted. Picked off by Trent McDuffie.
I got to give credit, Mike, where credit is due. I mean, they have played a complete game in all facets of football. I mean, the scoreboard pretty much reflects what we've seen play out here over the last 4 quarters.